Unity of Houston is an inclusive church where we seek to understand and live the teachings of Jesus and other spiritual masters. At Unity, we welcome all people from all spiritual paths and every walk of life. We celebrate the diversity of our city and of our world, and we teach love, tolerance, and oneness, seeking to live in harmony with open minds and open hearts.
Wherever you are in your spiritual path, you are always welcome at Unity. Join us and discover that the life of your dreams is already within you.
This is the second week of Spiritual Economics series that Reverend Michael began last week, and it's an opportunity to take this classical teaching in Unity of Eric Butterworth's work and bring it to a life through the prism of our own experience. And so I get to speak on the power of a grateful heart. You know, in ministry, there are many opportunities to talk about gratitude, seasonally, like Thanksgiving and like the whole month of November, for instance. And there are often times in talk series where gratitude is a part of it. Most healing requires, an opportunity to jump into what is working and what is blessing us and feeling the gratitude of that. The heart is another feature, and it's one of my favorite topics, and I try not to miss an opportunity to talk about that, but in the form of love. And of course, that would be February, but the month of February. But also, love itself is always a very much a part of every spiritual pathway and message, no matter what tradition you study. So bringing these two together as love and as gratitude brings, I think, a surprising metaphysical truth that Eric Butterworth has put his fingers on. He has basically, well, I'm not going to steal his thunder. I'm going to give you my thunder first. What is gratitude? Gratitude is actually not ginning up some gratitude to behave in a certain way. You might have been trained that way. I know I was. Did you thank them? Did you tell them thank you? Did you write the card? Did you go back and did you shake their hand? Did you tell them that you're grateful for what you received? So it always felt like it was Thanksgiving or gratitude wasn't really done until it was externalized, until it was acted upon, until I did something with it. In other words, that's what gratitude looked like to me, a transaction kind of. Thank you for the gift. I really appreciate it. It's really wonderful. And no matter how sincere, because it can be sincere, of course, but it also almost always felt like it was, like I said, something sort of external. I wasn't conscious of it being just something I could feel or something that I could be. It was always assumed that I already was, and often I was. But I would say that there's a shift when we recognize that gratitude itself is a response, a natural response, a spontaneous one. And let me tell you the secret of that. It isn't just because some transaction has happened in the external, that you've received something or been gifted something that you had to unwrap or that you had to open or that you received as a physical thing. Gratitude, thanksgiving comes automatically anytime you have integrated something new and fresh, a gift of some sort, a blessing. By integrated, I mean taking it in consciously and allowed it to rest on your heart. Have you gotten something? Let's go back to gift. You get a gift as unexpected, and it lands right square on your heart. Have you had that? Where it's like, oh my, thank you. You know me. You just gave me, oh, I can't tell you what a sweet thing this is, how perfect this is. This is the thing I've been needing or wanting, and I didn't know it till I got it. That kind of gift. Have you received that kind of gift in unexpected ways in your life when you're walking with a heavy burden and you walk past, let's say, a pond or a water fountain, and something in the freshness and in the glow and the flow of the fountain, a sort of exuberance starts to arise in you, and you suddenly realize that you're not alone and that something good is going to come out of even this, and that suddenly you're reminded of another truth that you had moments before been outside of, and that something arises in you and a joy replaces that heaviness. Have you had that? You've received a gift, and instantly, the instant response to that is gratitude. It's a humbleness. It is a vulnerability of the heart. It's an openness. You have received, and you knew not where, and knew not of, and you didn't know you were being remembered in a time like that, right? How beautiful is that response? It's natural. It is a natural gift, and it's important that you recognize the blessings that are in your life. And so practicing gratitude in your life is a way of shoring up the power that you have. Talk about that in a minute. Recognizing the gifts that are in your life already and practicing that gratitude and feeling that power and feeling that blessedness and taking it in, allowing gratitude to be its response, the natural response. This is a way in which you integrate the gift and use it most powerfully. That's what real gratitude is. Gratitude is a state of being. It is a new awareness of something powerful in you.
So the universe is not meant to be a black hole where you are a terminus, you are the end point, where a pool of water has no outlet. It dies, and all of life in it dies, and the black hole, light goes out. And so it is never meant that we are to be only receivers, always looking for things to draw into ourselves, but rather be that beautiful channel of expression, of return, of using the waves and the power and the energy of gratitude for gifts received, such that we share that light and send it back out in a powerful way. It is our destiny to do that. It is the way in which we are to be engaged in the world. This is our purpose. And so as we consider that, we recognize all the ways in which we have in our lives the opportunities to share gifts. 2017, in August, Harvey, how did we share? All of us. Those of us who were lucky enough not to have flooding were the ones who were most engaged as much as we could be in helping to restore those who were. And even those who were shared through the experience. I've heard countless stories of how they banded together to wait out being either retrieved by boat or waiting for the water to go down enough so they could leave their neighborhood so that they could help others. There was ways in which we banded together because it is our nature to support one another, to share. Earliest communities of human beings have always done that spontaneously, sharing food, resource, childcare, work, because that's how they would survive. That's how we survive. That hasn't changed just because we live in buildings now. It's because we are connected to everything and we are dependent upon one another. None of us have gotten here on our own. We are individuals, we are individually gifted, we are powerful, but we are also one and united and dependent upon each other, for we are vulnerable in this world without one another. And so this opportunity to recognize that drawing things in is not the only strength that we should be harboring or practicing, but being able to return and give and share and shine, because that is really our true purpose and our nature. The power of our gratitude is to draw in the blessings so that we can become a lighthouse for others. That's our purpose. It's not just to bless us and to have a better life. Don't be led astray by that. It's not just for your benefit. It is for your opportunity to share. It is get your needs met so you can turn around and share others. And so this is a beautiful reminder of how it is that our hearts are calibrated for that. A breath in and a breath out. A breath in and a breath out. In spiritual economics, Eric Butterworth says this. He says, Thanksgiving is not just a reactionary emotion. It is a causative energy. He says, skip down. He says, it is an effective key by which anyone may meet life as a powerful conqueror. Ooh, a powerful conqueror. Where did he get that language from? He actually quotes it from Walt Whitman. Oh, Walt. Oh, while I live, to be the ruler of life, not a slave, to meet life as a powerful conqueror, and nothing exterior to me shall ever take command of me. Nothing exterior to me shall ever take command of me. I shall be a powerful conqueror in my life. This is the power. This is the power I'm talking about, of being aware that I am so blessed and you are so blessed. And that when I live in that blessing, I am filled with it. And what is coming forth from me is a powerful gratitude that becomes a causative agent to be sharing with the world. And the meditation that I introduced you to is a powerful one that you can consider using in your own time. And you can do it in just a few seconds in your mind when you face something that is troubling you or challenging you, is that you already possess a fiery power in the center of your being. And you can feed all the doubts and the fear. And I've kind of broken them down for you into three things. Fear. Fear of fill in the blank. Fear of positive things, fear of negative things, fear of others, fear of failure, fear itself, just anxiety, anything that just kind of paralyzes you, fear. Feed that lie into the power of the heart, of that fire of energy, of love in your heart. Feed it and dissolve it away. The second one, lack. Missing anything, lacking anything in you, in your life, in the world, anything that you see as an interference or a missing piece or something that is forever lost or broken, take that lie and feed it into that fire of truth and dissolve it away because it doesn't exist. Allow the power of your conquering spirit of your own life to see beyond that. And the third is unworthiness. Anything that tells you that you are not good enough, or that you're not enough, or that you have shame or guilt that defines you or that you live in, those are lies as well. Anything that anyone else's judgment or belief about you has fed into your awareness, take those lies and burn them away and let the stunning beauty of your soul be revealed first to you and then to the world. Fear, lack, unworthiness. They translate into the powers. If you take fear first, it gets translated into a power. Fear of makes us shrink. Power establishes the rightness of where we stand. Lack is replaced by fullness, everything you need. It's all here. It's always been. You've always been. And unworthiness is always a call for love. Love. Love is at the bottom of all three of those. Love. Love is who you are. It's what you're made of. It's your inheritance. It is what is needed in the world. Every human being craves it. We all do. And we can't get enough of it, it seems. And so we should also become the living lights of just bestowing love. If you have doubts about something or someone in your life, assume off the top that what they need is love. And find a way, an authentic way, for you to be able to convey that to them. Find it in your heart first, and then let the words come, and let the actions be filled with it. That is the best antidote I can advise. Butterworth also goes on. He says, giving thanks is an important state of your consciousness, which keeps you in an awareness of oneness with the divine flow. A grateful heart does not need something to be grateful for. One can be grateful with the same spontaneity as being happy. It simply flows forth from within and becomes a causative energy. Gratitude is the awareness of all your blessings in every moment. Not all of them, at least a few of them, at least a couple that you can see and name. Take a look around you. Take a look in you. Think through your day. Think through your life. Look at the faces that you see on a regular basis, or those that you hunger to see in your life. These are all your blessings. These are the ways in which you are blessed. And so the causative nature of this powerful gratitude is exactly what I'm talking about. It's like when you digest and integrate and remember this gift, this blessing, you can't be weighed down. You can't be shut down. You can't be so burdened that you can't find your way out. You start to lift up and start to get a new perspective. You start to feel the energy. You begin to get the yeah but from another side. I mean, you can name all the things that are going wrong and all the heaviness that you're dealing with, and I am not minimizing it or making it light. I know that there are conditions that we all have to walk through, but conditions are temporary. They have a beginning, they have an end. They are not the defining thing, they are not the nature of you. What is truest about you is eternal. It has no beginning and it has no end because you don't. And it is powerful and connected, and it is the energy of your love. And therefore, your gratitude for the things that are true and real, for those things that you can name and feel in that moment, that is your power. That's what makes you a conqueror, a powerful conqueror of your life. And you banish fear and lack and unworthiness in that moment, that you remember who you are and what sent you here. Melody Beatty says, gratitude unlocks the fullness of life. It turns what we have into enough and more. Lynn Twist says, enough is defined not as an amount, but as a state of being. Enough, fullness, sufficiency, exactly what you need. You're sustained, even without visible effort, even without being able to see it. You in this moment, how did you get here? Where are you going? You are being sustained. Did you bring your own air with you to breathe while you were here? This is your life, and we share it together. We are in this together. This is a beautiful way to live, in an awareness of our own gratitude for things that have come to us and continue to sustain us. This is it. So Eric Butterworth also gave an example of that lifting up, that ability to see something higher. He said there was a a couple that came from Britain who were coming to New York City for the very first time. And they had read a lot about the city and were very concerned about the reports of thieves and of crime and robbery. Then they were very much afraid because they'd been warned to, keep their belongings close, tucked on their body and tucked under their arms because they could lose things because this is crime-ridden city. And so they came with that idea, and they expressed that to their host, that they were frightened about those possibilities and asked some practical questions. And so as soon as they arrived, the host took them up to the highest observation tower they could find and took them on a view of New York City from the top, a 360 look of the city. And they were astounded. It was a beautiful, clear day, thankfully, that day. And so they saw the city laid out about them, and they were so impressed and just noted how beautiful it was, like a sparkling jewel in the sunshine. And they were so taken with it and kind of fell in love with it right there. And when they came down and started the tour at the street level, they were captivated by all of the different experiences and restaurants and things that they were able to visit and see. But throughout the visit, they kept noting, I just can't get that idea, that picture of the city that I had from being up in the observation tower. I can't get that image out of my mind. This is a beautiful place. I am so glad we came. There is so much joy and beauty here, and the people are so nice. Whenever it is that we have a particular idea about something, and it's disturbing, or it is alarming, or it is separating, or it is causing us problems, I support you in being willing to lift up and see another perspective, to see it from another place, or to place it in a larger context. What else is also true? What else is also happening? What else could also be going on here? What else might be going on? And do some research if it's that kind of an issue, but find a way for you to look out of the construct of just what's missing or what's wrong and try to find something else that's also true. Now, I'm not saying ignore the details of the negative and pretend like it doesn't exist. I'm not asking you to do that, and I wouldn't recommend it. It is important to be able to always look at what isn't working, what isn't good, what needs to be changed, all of those things. Nothing can change if we don't see it. Nothing can change or be healed if we don't engage with it. But it isn't the only thing, and our power really comes from the eternal truth, from the good. And when we can lift up and see things in context, we can also see how they can be healed, how they can be changed, how they can be loved. Worthiness. Linda Newkrug shares this. She says, while in line at the coffee shop one morning, I watched as the shabbily dressed, skinny woman at the front of the line carefully counted out change for a cup of hot tea. Have a buttered roll with that, the teenage counter girl told her. The woman hesitated, and the girl said, it's my treat. It's my birthday today. God bless you. The older woman gratefully took the roll and, eyeing it hungrily, left the store. When it was my turn, I said, that was very nice of you to treat her on your birthday. Happy birthday. She blushed, and the young man at the next register laughed. Oh, it's always her birthday when that homeless lady comes in. My jaw dropped. You mean, oh, I just feel bad that she doesn't have enough to eat, the girl mumbled. I took my coffee and waved away the change. That's for you, I told her. God bless you. But it's too much. That's okay, I said, smiling. It's my birthday. David Steindl-Rast says, the more alert we become to the blessings that flow into us through everything we touch, the more our own touch will become a blessing. So what I want you to know, and I want you to carry with you, and whatever little piece that dropped in today for you, carry it and examine it in the light of your life and see what fits and how it works for you. Because you are a powerful conqueror of fear, lack, and unworthiness. You live in the flow of all blessings and all good. And just to be sure you really remember it, let's take a look here. We're going to do this together. Oh, I know you hate this, but we're going to do it anyway. I'm going to invite you to lift your arms up with the first sentence, out with the second, and to your heart with the third. And we're going to shout out the first two. Yes, we are. Ready? I am a powerful conqueror of fear, lack, and unworthiness. I am now open to the flow of all blessings and all good. I am grateful that this is so. Once again, I am a powerful conqueror of fear, lack, and unworthiness. I am now open to the flow of all blessings and all good. I am grateful this is so. Third time's the charm. I am a powerful conqueror of fear, lack, and unworthiness. I am now open to the flow of all good blessings and all good. I am grateful this is so, and I am grateful for you. God bless you all.
Thank you for watching this message today. I'd like to invite you to join us in person here on campus at Unity of Houston for Sunday morning or Wednesday evening services. If you can't be with us here on our campus, you can still join us live on Facebook or on our website, unityhouston.org, Sunday mornings at 11 a.m. Central.